no Muslim God, Palestinian God, East Indian God, or none of that. But we choose to follow every other God. The white man rejected. So the white man is an Edomite, biblically speaking, and he rejected God. He don't believe in no God. Have you ever believed ever believed in a white Christian?
The white man go to church.
Have you ever believed a white Christian?
They don't have emotion. They don't have anything.
So that the answer is no.
I don't believe in any preacher.
No, have you ever believed a white Christian? I ain't talking about a preacher.
I've never believed a white Christian or black.
I've never seen a white Christian, preacher or otherwise, pray. I went to a Catholic church, and when I would see them nuns and them preachers and them singing, so I would never believe them. I never felt like they had a soul. They was always soulless to me.
What you mean by that? No rhythm?
No, nothing. No. They don't have nothing. That's why think about everything they do for fun: bungee jumping, roller coasting, skydiving. They got to do that type of shit to get a thrill, to feel alive. We don't have to do that shit.
Right. It's say the white people only been around a few thousand years.
Well, we only been around a few thousand years.
What do you mean? We've been around millions of years.
No, we haven't. What's the proof of that? This earth is maybe 20,000 years old.
Hold on. Make that make sense.
Right. So from my paradigm.
Well, that kind of makes sense because actually, if you pay attention to right now, is just 16. Well, you may be right.
Yeah, like the earth is not that old.
Here are 5 rules on how to start AI trading, Habibi. Rule 1, don't quit your job.
And you know what's crazy? On the millions of years, I remember I had this book, it's called Evolution Debunked, and they had took this lava, you know how lava forms rocks.
Right.
And so this volcano erupts in Hawaii in like 1965. So they know that rock was formed in 1965.
Right.
When they put that rock under their carbon dating, they got dates of 2 million years, 50 million years, 10 million years, because you can't go back but so far trying to test that.
Right.
Realistically, if a day unto the Lord is as 1,000 years, if creation took 6 days, that's 6,000. 7-day rest, that's 7,000. And if they count this time, I think it's like another 7,000, 8,000 years that we've existed. So now you get into like maybe 16,000. So that's why I say roughly 16 to 20,000 years. That's how old the earth actually is.
That's why it's just 16,046. And everybody know this, and I've been saying this for a while because if you're watching this, it was actually 13 months and they cut it down to 12. So they changed the month. And then when certain rulers was to take over, they will cut history.
You know, I was about to say that there was a ruler, I don't know if he was Chinese or not. I was just reading this where he cut, I think his rulership might have been like in the 700s, but he wanted his rulership to represent the millennium. So they say that he cut that time
he did
in half. And that's in the Bible too, when it says they would change times and seasons. Even the whole AD and BC is not really necessary. There's no reason to stop time to start a new time. Could have just continued the time.
Right. So they messed up time.
Even the daylight savings, they putting it, they're going to make it the same, but there's no reason for daylight savings either.
Right. Why do you feel time was created? Who you think created time? The first time we seen time, I think it was the Sumerians. Other than that, I don't think no one knew what time was.
Time is good for structure. Because even time is relative.
Right.
Especially for us. Hey, I'll be there in a minute. You do not think 60 seconds.
Right.
But if I say I'm going to be there in a minute, you know that time is shorter than if I say I'm going to be there in 5 minutes. Now you know that time is a little longer. But if I say, yo, it's going to be a minute before I get there, when me saying it's going to be a minute before I get there, you know that that's longer than I'll be there in a minute and 5 minutes. So time is just a relative, but it does give us a structure.
Right.
So time is necessary for structure, but time is relative. Like I don't even count birthdays. Like I don't know. I know how old I am because I know the year I was born, but I don't keep track of time as far as what year it is, somebody's birthday or anything like that. Because all that is just relative.
Right. So you suggesting that white people and black people showed up at the same time?
They got the same mother and father.
What do you mean?
Isaac and Rebecca is the mother and father of the white race and the black race.
So a black woman just had a white child all of a sudden?
Yeah. Well, black wouldn't have existed. The word black wouldn't have existed that time. A Hebrew and Shemitic mother and father birthed the white race and the black race.
I thought that was genetically created. Some people said it was genetically created in a lab. You heard that?
Yeah, I would like to kill the motherfucker that made them in the lab if that was true. I hate when motherfuckers say that shit. Like, why did you make these motherfuckers? Because you for sure, if you're gonna make them, why didn't you make us with a better ability or some shit like that? It got to be a better answer, because that's a horrible motherfucker. Because they'll usually say it's a black person that made them in the lab.
Right.
Well, why did he make them like that?
Do you think white people fuck up the world? A lot of people think they structured the world. We talking about structure. A lot of people think structure came from white folks.
No, white people stole every bit of structure that they had. If you take America, when they came over here, they didn't know how to harvest the land, take care of the land.
Right.
They observed what the native Indians did, and once they copied down their science, then they slaughtered them.
Right.
White folks went into Egypt, learned all their history, their culture, their mathematics, their science, and then they replaced them. White folks went into Israel, learned all our shit, and then replaced us. They're culture vultures. They're bandits.
Right.
They don't have a technology of their own. If you take America, when they talk about the inventions, every invention that the white man takes credit for, there's a black person behind it.
Right.
There's a black woman behind it.
Right.
The internet we was talking about the other day, the Wi-Fi, I believe that's a black woman that does that. Even the COVID-19 vaccine, black woman.
Right.
The astronauts flying and all that, black women that did that.
Right.
But they'll make the white people get credit for it.
Right.
The only thing the white man is good at, I mean, Richard Pryor say, they'll make a bullet in a minute. They're good at weapons.
Right.
They're good at making things to destroy. They're not good at making things to give life. Heart surgery, black brother. So they're not good at those things. They're only good at destruction. They're the best at destruction. You want to talk about some killing? They good at that.
What do you think made them that way?
God made them that way.
What do you mean God made them that way? God
made them a vessel of dishonor.
So what God gonna do with them when they die?
God said, the Bible says, for this purpose have I raised thee up, so that I might destroy thee.
Come on, guys. You telling me God made them just to destroy them?
Facts.
No, you got to explain that, because that's not.
You familiar with the Exodus story?
Explain that.
Command.
The Exodus, when the children of Israel was in Egypt,
right.
God sent Moses there to send the plagues, destroy the firstborn, destroy the Egyptians.
Right.
God raised Pharaoh up to destroy him.
So God just raised people up to kill them.
God, in the Bible, it says, I wound, I heal, I kill, I make alive, and there's no God with me. God can do whatever he wants.
So God is a psychopath.
God is a gangster. God is a warrior. God is power. That's what makes him the Most High God. He can do whatever it is that he wants.
Right. Why would you follow a psycho like that?
Why would I not follow a God that has the power to bless or curse?
Would he kill you?
He could, yeah.
Why would you follow somebody that just kill you?
Because he won't kill me, because I obey him.
But if you don't obey, he kill you.
That's right.
But would you come back to get another chance?
Yeah, but I still would have to obey.
So you keep on getting chances until you obey.
And he keep fucking you up. Look at black people. We've been over here in America going through the generation after generation after generation of what they call generational curses.
So it's not like he's not fucking you up. He's straightening you up.
Yeah. See, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
No, I'm just following what you're saying.
Yeah, because we're in the age of black people, in the age that really, as much as we talk about the white man, is getting to a point where we have enough knowledge that you can't talk about the white man as an excuse anymore.
Right.
It gotta be, this is a point of history, but this is what we need to do.
Right.
Accountability, compassion. Like, we got to take the bull by the horns of our own problems. Like, you'll never hear me say, the white man has to give us reparations. The white man has to give us land. The white man ain't got to give us shit.
Gave you Black History Month. Well, I'm just saying. Did they not?
But they hated that shit.
But they gave it to you.
Yeah, but they gave it to us on the shortest month. But what I mean is, in our neighborhoods, I always say this, right? Our neighborhoods are not poor, even though they look poor.
Right.
I know they're not poor because drug dealers make millions of dollars a year in the black neighborhoods.
Like, it makes sense then.
We just spend our money on drugs, whores, whatever other vice we may have, if we pulled our resources together and invested in ourselves, we wouldn't have to ask the white man for shit.
Speaking of that, if you know about the project, if you're watching this, before they made the project, they did experiment. They did experiments with rats, right? They put rats high up, and they noticed when the rats went higher, they started acting more crazier. So I want to ask you this: do you think the hood is an experiment where they're watching and trying to figure out what is actually?
Yeah, I think the projects is definitely
it's a project.
Yeah, projects is definitely an experiment
because they shut them down and closed them down after the experiment was over.
Definitely, like in Jersey City, where I'm from, yeah, Marion Projects, Curry Woods Projects, Booker T, Lafayette. If I miss one, I apologize. I think those four was a couple.
It don't matter if you miss one; they ain't coming back up.
Yeah, all of them are gone.
Right, they gone
because the experiment is gone. Because it wasn't just that they put you in the projects; they also fucked with you as far as getting a job. They fuck with you with healthcare. They fuck with you with even getting out of those projects. So now you just got a bunch of rats. I'm using that on purpose because of the experiment you talk about that's trying to survive in that maze. And so everything become environmental at that time.
It does.
So if you don't have access to resources outside of them projects, you're now going to manipulate and take advantage of the resources within the projects.
Right.
And you know what the resource is? Us. We're the resource.
Right.
How can I get him to give me money? I'm either rob him, I'm gonna sell him something.
Right. If that don't work, listen, if you're watching this, if that don't work, if you from St. Louis or you have been to St. Louis, they had a black fog, right? And the same black fog as in Memphis as everyone else. And they said this black fog was causing brain fog. Right. And listen, you
that sound like Who Cloned Tyrone?
No, it's real. It was in St. Louis. It's black. When you go outside and you look, you couldn't even see your hand. You put your hand in this right in front of you, and it was everywhere. And it went on for months and months at a time. But it happened one day, then the next day it's cleared. It happened the next day it's cleared. So do you think that the government, say if we start getting awareness, do you think they saying stuff like black smoke or food in order to destroy us? And why?
Because they have to bring us back to our base nature.
Right.
And so I think they will do everything. There was a study when they was doing some tests on corn to make us homosexual. Yeah, it was a study. Yeah, and they was experimenting on. They was experimenting on frogs.
You not gonna do this.
Yeah, corn. I did a lecture. Yeah,
so I eat corn, I be gay. So I can't eat corn no more.
No,
I mean, come on, let's be real. Come on. We cool, we vibing, right?
Listen, a black scientist came out and said
with the corn on the cob or corn in the can.
Corn on the cob.
Oh, good. I eat the corn in the can. I'm making sure. I ain't the corn. I ain't the cob.
Like I don't like. I can go into the conspiracy, but I don't look at that as a conspiracy because I think it's true.
Tell me about it.
I think that they
tell me how corn turn you get.
I think they do. Well, they put stuff in the corn when you would eat it. Yep, and they tested it on frogs, and then they put it out there for us. You know where? If I tell you where it started at,
you gotta tell me.
Atlanta.
Smita, we're restructuring. Your role is being eliminated.
Look at Atlanta. Now look at Houston. Atlanta is like the gay capital for black men.
And they love corn over there.
I don't know if
they I'm keeping it real, bro. Right. Nigga, every time you go to Atlanta, they got corn.
I'm telling you.
I ate a lot of corn. Oh, but I ain't never had them thoughts. I ate corn from Atlanta, but listen, I'm good. I'm good, right? I'm gonna make sure I'm good.
Well, I mean, you ain't doing
no I ain't doing nothing.
Okay, yeah, you good then.
Damn, so you telling me that corn?
Yeah, they did. This was back in 20. Well, I found an article in 2016. So I want to say maybe before 2016, 2015, 2014. Right. Anybody can look this up. So them experiments, the fog and stuff like that, I think you see that all. Music, I think they do everything to keep us in our base nature.
Right.
It's the propaganda of what they display on us on TV. There's 48 million black people, but the only people they choose to show of black people is in our base nature. Twerking, selling drugs, fighting, getting high. That's what they show us on the internet.
Right. But the white people do the same thing.
But they don't show them as much as they show us. They don't like black on black crime. You don't never hear the term white on white crime.
Right.
And white crime is just as prevalent as black crime,
Right.
but they don't push that envelope.
Right.
So people be looking for this great conspiracy of the fog, of the corn, of the chemical chemtrails and stuff like that. But they would never think that the music is a conspiracy.
I know
They would never think that the internet itself is a
I
conspiracy.
know that too.
They control everything. I remember they had black people going crazy over Popeyes and the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
The sandwich was crazy, and it wasn't even that
Over
fucking
a
good.
sandwich.
They was killing
the
over it,
drive
fighting over it.
The fighting over it. And then black people was acting like